Welcome back to the show. This is episode 4 of the Wasteland podcast, and today we have PvPManiac. So, PvPManiac, you have been popping up recently. You are kind of an older player. You did quit and you came back. So, if you could tell me a little bit more about your older stories or older time you've had in this game. So, like, when did you start playing 76?
December 2018.
Oh, really? So, what was
But
the
I
game
I
like back then?
remember it was horrible. It was borderline unplayable.
Yeah, I mean,
Dupes
from
were rampant, God mode, cap glitches. It's
I mean,
horrible.
aren't dupes good though? In my opinion, though, well, because I benefit from them. But
Back then they were duping TSC weapons, like TSC shotguns and all that.
because I was meta at the time, but that kind of leads us in. So you are well known as a PvP player. I mean, it is in your name. But when did you get into PvP? Right?
2019, I started playing with Shiro OG. Rest in peace, the homie.
The hood lost another real one.
Huh.
But
As you were
it's
saying.
so 2019. So during 2019, there was a lot of. I'd say it was probably one of the best years for 76, at least for PvPers. What was the time like in terms of like groups, in terms of the meta at the time, and like the player base? You know.
Um, Back then, handmaids were meta. Teslas became better, like mid 2020, yeah, mid 2020, start of 2020, around there. Groups that ran were MBK, TSF, Misfits. That's all I can think of
Trey
actually.
and Stacks, or is that like
Stacks is not around. No, we came in 2022, 21.
because it was like it was Prey versus who was it? Prey versus
Hey, what's
Stacks.
yeah, it was Prey versus
going
Stacks.
on, guys?
So if it was Prey versus Stacks, do you want to keep the recording or?
Let's go for it.
Sorry for the interruption. We were having technical difficulties. Retard just entered the screening without knowing that we're live and recording right now. But it's so from what I've heard is you were kind of involved with the whole fray and especially with Murdoch. So what was any stories or any times you've had during those? Because obviously it was Prey versus Stex, right? When I remember,
What's going on?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like that was like the big clan war at the time during 2019. So it's so what was Prey like? It was kind of a big PvP clan. It was a big
Uh,
PvP.
um, I wasn't in Prey. I was in
Dude,
Stacks.
what the fuck did I just walk in on?
So what was when you were? Hold on, let me meet him. But so when you were in Stacks, right? How many people were in that group at the time? Because obviously they're not really around much anymore. But like, so what
14,
was?
15.
Hmm, who were some of the notable people who were around during that time?
Cyan or Saiyan, Vega.
Was in
Um,
that?
1 second. I have their names right here. Jasper,
Oh, bro, I was
Cap Farmer, Cap Smoker,
going
and
through
Lady
the
Ghoul. Those are the most known ones actually.
I was going through the archives for that
And
one.
Will.
And well, yeah.
And Will. You can count Will, but he's
Was,
okay.
was he
He's
kind
not
of
the
like? Did
best.
he show up later, or was he kind of like a wannabe fanboy? No offense, Will. I
He was
love
a
you.
he was a founder, but I took over Stacks after Cyan left.
Really,
I
really.
still own it.
Oh, you still? Yeah, you
Yeah.
do technically still on stacks. Is there? You guys ever going to be coming back? Is there any possibility of any like some people coming back other than you and sometimes Will, because he sometimes plays?
No, not at all. But I am thinking about remaking it, but with this recent drama with a certain group, I'm not even involved in it anymore. It's making me think, no, I just can't be asked to deal with drama at this point.
Yeah, dramas. I mean, drama's fun enough, but it's when you're the head of a group and you're dealing with drama, it is kind of annoying to deal with.
No, it's not that. It's just when it goes into real life stuff,
Oh yeah, real
it's
life it
just
is.
not
Like
not
when like
fun. I keep
doxing
everything in
happens, or
game.
like you know what I mean, like, oh, I know what your name is. Or, yeah,
Allegations,
exactly.
stuff like that.
Especially pedophile allegations.
Yes, yes, those are very horrible for someone.
Someone. So, do you? Are we gonna talk about the smoking gun in the room, which is the Merc Doc drama during that time? So obviously, this was a little bit
He
before
wasn't a
my time.
pedophile.
But yeah, these are allegations. But how did the community react to those allegations when they came out? And was there any like
Let me get,
slim of proof of it happening, or was it just like
let's get this straight for the
again?
camera.
I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying they were allegations.
He wasn't a pedophile. He was a predator. So it's two different things. Every girl he fucked with was overage. I've been told by Prey members. But
It
what
was,
he did was fucked up. He extorted pictures from girls when he obviously had a wife and child.
oh shit.
Reminds me of Dr. Disrespect.
Especially with what's happening right now. Yeah, but the recipients aren't 17 years old. It's yeah, yeah, but it's I mean, obviously, everybody basically turned their backs on him from what I've heard. Because again, this is before my time. I was like 2020,
He got
2021.
exiled from Fallout.
Especially put his exiled, yeah. I mean, there are rumors that he's stirring about. Are you able to confirm or deny those, or is it just are we gonna leave this open in the air?
No comment.
No comment.
No
All right.
comment.
So with PvP, obviously you talked about handmaids and stuff, but what meta were you the most in tune with? What meta did you enjoy the most?
Cryo. Cryo Metal was the best.
Like the legacy cryo meta, or like the shit cryo meta that happened like last year?
Legacy Cryo Meta.
Oh yeah, those are fun. But it's so
There
what
was many groups running about.
everywhere. So what other groups have you been involved with or had any relations with, like in terms of war, in terms of oh hey, that group I'm in is allied
I'll
with
name
them?
all the ones I'm friendly with. Let's go. I was in TSF, NFPA, Stacks, Tunnel Snakes.
Oh, I missed
I
you.
wouldn't say Prey. I was enemies with Prey actually.
But you knew some of the people in there was like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like on paper you guys are clan enemies, when really you guys are just kind of just buds with each other, sort of.
yeah. And I was in Neo actually. I was in. Let me pull it up. Actually, I have it on my friends list. I was in ABG for a little bit and PFU. Then they got farmed off the game, obviously. I was in the original Blackwater Bandits.
The
That
first one.
the first one that can't remember his
I
name.
can't remember either.
Pop and Smoke made. Pop and Smoke.
Oh, I think I know that. I think I heard of his name. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Very
Weren't
good people.
you in ESS?
Yeah, I was in ESS. Correct.
A lot of people don't really like Sandman, or I don't know. What was your times over there?
I got kicked out for fucking with Sandman actually.
Really, can you divulge why, or was it just you called him a retard and you got upset about it?
Uh, when we were in parties, we'd shit talk. Or actually, I'd send messages and it'd get back to him. Because back then I never used to talk. I was a mute build.
And you were like young at the time too, so I mean we
I
all were young when we
was
started playing.
I was what, 16 2 years ago? Now I'm 18. So yeah, I never talked because I was young.
But yeah,
Funny
it's
story. People thought I was like 30, 32
like really.
back then. Yes, there's a lot of stuff said about me actually. That I was old, young.
You were a man of many faces, I guess.
Of course, if you go on the Wasteland T page, I don't know if it's still up. There's still a lot of stuff about me on there.
That's
Not many
yeah.
people knew or know about it right now.
Or knew who you were. But I mean, would you consider it to be a good thing or a bad thing? You know, because obviously anonymity is a good thing, but it comes to a point where it's Yeah, I mean,
It's just getting so boring. I'm thinking about changing my name.
to what though?
Like no one hits back. It's getting boring.
It depends on where you look. Yeah, but it's So obviously the PvP community basically, I guess you could say, died out, or like there's only a few stragglers who still play at least. When Legacies got
I mean,
out, what was your reaction? Because that's basically was something that basically killed a lot of people from playing.
I sold everything I had for caps before I left. So all the legacies I had, I just sold them for caps, and I never came back to the game. But that was before legacies got taken out. So after they got taken out, I didn't really do anything actually. I didn't rely on them. Okay, maybe that's a lie, but
Yeah,
I prefer the melee meta.
that we have now.
Yeah, it's engaging. I don't just sit there beaming people with a plasma.
I don't know. I preferred the plasma meta just because it was a lot. It was visually more fun, you know.
Oh yeah, seeing all those bullets rain down with Formula P.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know, like when you like saw the explosion and shit, you know. And yeah, like gameplay
Yeah,
wise, it's probably more engaging for melee, but it's just I don't know, like I don't get
of
how
course.
people like bitching about melee fights, where it's like bitching like a fucking AC-130 flying shit. You know what I mean, man?
Literally, most uh,
Or like
most
people who crit
viewers
transfer.
today wouldn't like the old metas.
I mean, like the newer players now, probably yes. Especially like the people who
They'd cry
stack or the
about it.
people who do a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. 'Cause, like if people are stacking now during melee meta, like you're
It's
not, yeah,
hilarious.
like you're
It's
not gonna
honestly hilarious.
survive fucking the old metas. But it's
The old stacking was way worse.
that was like with non-legendary PA, right?
No, I can explain it to you. You could stack any consumable, any armor
Oh,
piece,
that, yeah, yeah. With likes, not
any.
like switch or like.
Uh, it was fun stacking the blast
Magazine, I
radius
think.
magazine and then shooting a flare in the air. It instantly just blind everyone. It's fucking hilarious.
Which you
And then there was
consider.
emergency protocol stack.
Oh, I think, yeah, I remember that.
It was so fun, dude. Infinite AP. You just couldn't die.
And like, there were a lot more glitches back then now, like God mode or like, especially God mode,
Oh yeah.
which was like, because God mode used to be repping back then, right?
God
Because I
mode.
think I think it would happen accidentally sometimes too, right?
Yes, it was an accidental glitch, actually.
But obviously there were
You'd have to
people
turn
who
into a
would
plasma goo.
experience it or like do it purposely.
Yeah. You'd have to turn into a plasma goo and then fast travel somewhere and then kill yourself and you'd be in God mode. You could fast travel wherever you wanted, you'd still be in it.
Really, really. So would you
Of
consider
course.
the old times to be better, or at least the game state, at least, the game state with like in terms of glitches and stuff to be better now or then? Because then, in my opinion, like it was a lot more fun. There was a lot more crazy shit you could technically do. You know,
Yeah, now you're just right now you're currently limited to auto axe. Crit just doesn't kill.
auto
It's
axe to
just
crit transfer really depends. Because like if you have a really good auto axe build with the right buffs, you're probably gonna survive a crit transfer. Like eighty
the
five
crit
percent
has
chance.
not killed me. Has not killed me this meta. The most it's gotten me down to maybe 40%.
Maybe even before back then, during the newer metas, for crit transfer was like just post spam. Like people would just be spamming post grenades and mines. And the reason
Assassin was never as strong as it is today.
Yeah, honestly, because in my opinion, it's like didn't they buffed assassins, right? If I remember,
Yes, it used to be 5%.
now it's 15.
Yes, that's a fucking
It's too much.
five pieces. That's a 50%
It,
increase.
it's too much now because it's not like there's like OP explosive weapons like back then. Now it's like it's too much resistance. It just kind of makes things a little less fun.
If you die in this meta, you are fucking garbage. That's my say
Like
on
with
it.
yeah, you barely don't even need quantums really because I would during crit transfer I would just tank things with just stems.
I've fought some of the most like known people right now just using stims.
Yeah. I mean, colas are nice. I mean, I don't even use quantums anymore for health. It's just for AP. It's the
I
same thing
might
too.
pop like 2 oranges or so just to get the AP refresh. That's about it.
I mean, if you could, would you go back to the way things were, or would you want things to stay the way they
Yeah,
are?
yeah. Most people weren't as soft as they are today.
I agree with that too. It's just
It's,
when there was no legendary PA, it was like I liked how fights were fast back then. You know, they weren't as slow as they are. I like the more faster it was back then. You know,
yeah, you had to rely on your spam back then.
but
Once legendary PA got introduced in Plasma Meta,
it got a
it was
lot
fun.
more. It got
It
a
was
lot
genuine fun.
with or without. Because with it got a little bit more. What is it? Like a little bit more slower, but I guess it was needed because you could just eviscerate somebody in like T51 in like a few seconds, or T51
Yeah, it
T65.
became genuine fun. 'Cause no one had dupe sets. So,
But then they did start to get duped. It was like the Ultra Side dupes got duped the most, I think, right?
yeah.
Is there
You
a
know the
reason for
person that
that,
made me
or
on this game for the Ultra Site? I used to have a group, we'd roll it almost every day with a reroll glitch. 'Cause there was one back then that no
you?
one knew about.
By the way, we need that. By the way, just for auto access and shit. Like what I would give
No,
to
it's
have this.
patched.
Hey, everybody, sorry we're back. There was technical difficulties. Somebody showed up again in the fucking bunker where I'm gonna probably put up a sign that says if you join and you're not invited, shut the fuck up. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but we're back. Or sorry, lady and gentlemen, we're back. So PvPManiac, in your opinion with groups is what is your opinion on people starting clans, whether that be PvP, whether that be a bunch of nerds making roleplay groups? What is your opinion on that? Because a lot of people don't like it at all. People don't fuck with clans too much. Some people are they're in like role play. They're in like, oh, I gotta defend my clan's honor and shit. You know, like what is your opinion on that?
It's a game. Don't take it too serious.
But again, there's always the people who take it serious. There's always the people who end up reporting or taking shit into real life. You know, or just
This
toxic.
reminds me of the current drama.
So are we gonna divulge into that right now, or do you wanna? I mean, we can
You
if
want
you
to
want.
address it? It's
So
the elephant in the room.
the elephant is in the room. So which one do you want to talk about though? The
Current. I'd like to talk about the current.
Okay, so the very current one is for the people who do know at home. I guess everybody's going to know now. Is there's been some drama amongst the Black Order bandits, or I guess the former bandits, because they might have just eviscerated and disbanded apparently, or they must have just switched to a new party. But a lot of people got kicked, and a lot of people left the group because involving PvPManiac. And is he still here? Rattle over there if you can you
Don't,
rattle.
not involving me.
Not
You got
involving
that
him.
wrong.
Well, technically no, but it's assumption like that you're buddies with him, you know.
I only ever fought in game. I never brought
Exactly.
anything into real life.
But what we're getting at here is they caught Rattle playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with Maniac. Well, you told me like you were just on for a few seconds, and they got very very upset about that. For what reason, I don't know. Because again, like you said before, you're not really a toxic guy. You're not really doing anything wrong. You're just looking for a fight here and there, you know. So,
Of course, dude. I don't even shit talk in area most of the time.
yeah, and like you're like the least toxic PvP guy, man. You know.
Like even those role players we ran into earlier, I was nice to them.
Yeah, and like we were just dicking with them, you know. We were just making fun
Yeah,
of them,
yeah.
like just joking with them, and also making fun of them. You know, that's just the way of the game.
Because I don't see the point of being toxic on this game.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just,
yeah, it's a wasteland, but it's just human, just being a decent human and decent guy. You know,
yeah,
just don't
yeah.
be. There's just no
It's
reason to be an asshole for no reason. You know, because there's a difference between shooting the shit with someone and like actively trying to report their account, actively trying to delete all their presence and shit, and actually trying to like dox them and shit, you know. So obviously you're
Well,
definitely
Guest
against.
appearance. Guest appearance 8. Guest appearance 8.
I've only ever
Wait,
like
wait, do I know
how
that
do you
then?
say it?
Ape.
What's
Ape.
up?
Wait, who is this?
Ape.
Wait, who is that?
I've
Fifth
only
plate?
ever kept it in game. That's,
Do you want to stop the recording or
who's that, my
you want to
friend?
leave this in?
Yes.
Fearful Ape? Bro, you look
What the
familiar.
fuck?
What
He's
the?
here.
Yes, I'm here, Maniac. I missed you.
Wait, I know
Cut it,
you.
brother.
I showed him how to get up
Yes.
here. You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We are continuing the interview with PvPManiac. There was a little bit of some technical difficulties, so we had to pause that session recording. But the question we were getting at here was, I believe it was about clans, some of the experiences you've had with them. So could you get into more details about that? I guess go into chronological order or just any order you think of just just list off all the groups you've been in or involved with, allied with, etc. You know,
I think Prey was a pretty good one.
is there a reason for that, or was it just the way times were at the time?
No, they're actually a pretty good clan, actually, until Mark
Yeah,
Dog joined.
I think I saw some of their videos. You guys are pretty good.
Like, they had a good role system and all that, but their
So
leader was.
what was their system like compared to like other systems and clans?
No, it's almost like if they're a role-playing clan. They had actual ranks and stuff that meant something. It's like compare it to the Raiders now. They have roles and stuff
That don't
for
really mean
certain
anything.
individuals. You could say that, but people that are farmers are farmers. That's about it.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess. So now, a question that I've been thinking of, and not many people would know who this is, but how did you get involved with somebody known as T or Ultimate Remedy? Ultimate T, Ultimate Remedy?
I'll talk about that fucking food build.
Don't talk about that food. I mean, it is a part of your time here playing, so I'm guessing it's pretty negative depending on the reaction you just gave.
He's okay. I didn't talk to him like if I didn't really talk to him. You know that, right? I
Oh,
just knew the guy
I
because
know that. No, because
I
you
used
kind
to
of ran with
dabble.
him for, or at least he'd call you
I,
in, I guess. Because the way you and I met was dealings with him. At least that's how I met you.
he gave me like $1 to take over leadership of his own clan that I took over.
That was the what was it?
Enclave
MMW
Frontier.
Frontier. There you go.
I used to dabble in a little bit of roleplay.
I guess everybody's. I mean, technically everybody kind of role plays. I guess. I mean, obviously, when we turn this system off, we're not the character or the person we play as. You know what I mean, man?
Huh? I agreed. People come here to have fun.
Exactly. And I guess with the way the game is, it's kind of like people act differently. You know, like when there's no restraints, there's no like you can't like punch somebody in the face in over the game. You know, man.
There should
Basically,
very much be restraints. That's what I
They,
think.
yeah, I think yeah, there absolutely should be restraint, but some people take it too far, you know. But I do think in a space like this, where it's basically anarchy, is people can really flourish a lot more, you know. But also, the worst can come out of people even more because there's no consequences. What are your thoughts about a system like we have now in '76? You know, like what's your opinions on that? Just how
Man,
the degree of anonymity and the degree of player choice and freedom. You know, do you consider it to be a good thing or a
man,
bad
this
thing?
shit it's so dog shit. Back then you could say whatever you wanted. No one would care. Now
Nowadays,
if I say
especially with
something,
PlayStation.
people are so soft in this game.
Yeah,
It's
the player
awful.
base has softened just because now it's like everybody, these newer players, they just get everything handed to them. They get, you know what I mean? And like they have all this content now, they have all this shit. When back in the day, people like us or some older players didn't like times were tough back then. You know what I mean, man? That's what I'm
Back
getting
in
at.
my day, the main leader of a certain clan used to be a fucking traitor.
Back in my day. Uh, can you elaborate,
He was
or
a
is this?
PvE food build. I'm not gonna say names. One of his members is right here though.
Shit. But it's so I guess use censorship or something. So tell me more a little bit about this. Obviously censor who they are, you know.
More about what?
Like who you're talking about exactly.
Mr. Drama King himself, bro. Everyone knows him.
Oh, okay, okay. So, like you said about role playing stuff, what is your opinion on the hardline role players? Like, there's no better example than like Elder Horrigan or somebody like that, you know? Just or General Wolf, if we're gonna use both factions, you know, like people who take it maybe a little bit too seriously and have a stick up their ass 99% of the time, you know?
Well, the thing is, I don't give a fuck. I'm a PvP. I don't take orders from fucking Brotherhood of Steel, bro. Ad Victorium. Ad Victorium, bro.
Said Victoria. Bro, it ain't 2021, man. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, go on.
But it's you seem kind of indifferent to things. But what is your obviously you're an older player, yes. What is your opinions on the newer players as a whole, the new way the community is, how just the way everything is now, you know?
Um, it just sucks.
I do agree. Yeah. I mean, in what way does it
Half,
suck?
at least 80% of my friends list,
Don't play.
they're
Yeah.
new. They're just new people.
Yeah, but it's just with the way things are. It's like new people have to come in, but it's like when too many new people come in, it really ruins the base player base. You know what I mean?
My good friend, sorry for yawning, it's like 2 a.m.
Oh, it's 2
My
a.m.
friend here,
too.
Rattle,
Hey, we
he's a
love
new
that guy. Hey
player.
man, shout out to Redo, man. Redo, is he here? Hey Redo, do some
Sure.
retard noises, man.
I don't think he does them on command. Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I don't
love
know.
that guy.
The new system is just it's dog shit, bro. I
But
missed the PvP page on Facebook. I miss all of that.
but it's just here's the thing though with things. Everybody's so nihilistic. Why can't we bring it back? Why can't we bring everybody together? Why can't we do that again? Like what's stopping everybody? Yes, we may have lost our funny explosive weapons, but it's like why can't we just bring it back? Why can't everybody just be so fucking depressed all the time? Like, oh, everything's horrible now, you know? It's my opinion, it's my belief that we should be bringing everybody back. We should encourage more people to be PvPers again. We should bring that type of mentality back, you know? Because here's the
Yeah,
thing, though,
I
anybody
get
can
that.
bring it back. I'm just saying, I think we should bring it back. I think we should post more on the Facebook. We should facilitate more of that, you know?
Yeah, I get you on that, bro. I really do miss all that.
We can bring it back, you know? And it's just, yes, the time
No,
to
you
shift,
can't.
yes, things are, depends, though, you know what I mean?
Honest truth, you can't. The people here are too soft. Everything goes to IRL, fucking instantly. Nothing can be kept in game anymore.
That is, it really depends on who you mess with, but those type of people should be ostracized in the community. Most of them are, but most of them, I'm not going to name names, but if you know who I'm talking about, you know who take things too far, who just have a fucking stick up their ass all the time, and are basically like they end up becoming protected because they end up joining a certain clan or they end up doing something like that, and nobody calls them out on their behavior. Nobody wants to do anything like that, you know?
Oh, very clearly. It's
Yeah.
so obvious, dude. Any more questions?
Uh, a few, yeah. So what is your opinions on? So obviously you kind of came back. Why did you come back, or what made you come back? Or
Nostalgia.
who made you come back, really? Like,
Nostalgia.
yeah,
Like
it's
my whole
true.
friends list was Fallout, and I just see them all, like go to my friends menu. I just see them all on Fallout, so I'm like, man,
It's
I
true.
came back.
The the saying I have is, um, with this game is you can leave, but you can never quit. You're always gonna come back out of
You'll
the visit.
always be back.
You'll
You
always be
will
back.
always
Exactly.
be back. There's
It's
no
like
other
crack.
game like this game.
Exactly. It's like doing crack. You can stop doing crack for a little bit, but then the lure of doing crack again is gonna come back. You're gonna have fun doing the crack, but there's sometimes when it'll get not
That
fun.
craving is
The
just gonna
craving,
come back.
exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
happened with Fallout.
It's not just like I enjoy the. It's not both enjoying the game, yes, but it's also what keeps me playing is the community. What keeps me
Addicting.
playing, it's very much addicting, especially the community. It's like talking with people, forming alliances, forming friendships,
Yes,
flipping bonds,
yes.
like we're doing right now, like you and I were doing a few hours ago. I mean, that type of shit, you know. Yes, it's
Yeah,
kind of nerdy, it's kind of role play, but it's fun, you know. But you
yeah.
guys, most people can't really talk shit about role play because you're playing fucking Fallout, man. It's like one of the nerdiest things you can get into, man. You know, just fucking.
Literally, I agree with
No,
that.
obviously, yeah, make fun of them, but it's just like don't get too butthurt about it. We're all here to have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Let's all have fun. You know, if the role players want to be role players, that's fine. We PvPers are gonna be PvPers, and we PvPers are gonna shove our foot up their ass. You know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that entirely.
But it's so if we can get into this, what are your opinions on some of the newer clans now? Obviously, there's a few out there. What are your opinions on, like, if you can go out on all the newer ones right now, rate them in like a few sentences or something?
Let me think. There's only two or three I think of. That's the Raiders, the Bandits, and UDW. That's all I think of.
And there's also yours truly.
Whatever the fuck they are. They're just scammers now at this point.
There's FS, and then there's FS yours truly, and there's obviously us, EUS, kind of more on the down low.
We don't talk about FS, dude. They're
We don't talk
fucking
about
weird.
FS. Yes, we don't. They're fucking weird. I told Rare Guy in his face, "You're a faggot. You can go fuck yourself." He didn't take that too kindly, but yeah.
I mean, I tried to join FS for to like infiltrate what they're like saying and shit, but the fucker never added me to the chat.
Do you want me to
He's like,
cut
you're on
that
a
out?
scam someone.
You want me to cut that out of the filming?
No, 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 add that, bro.
Are you sure? Because any shit we can have on them is going to be immediately removed once that gets out.
Tell him, let him
Okay.
know.
All right. Sorry for the short interruption. We're back with the show. So you're talking about FS. They suck. They suck penis. What's your opinions on the bandits? Because obviously you've been scrapping with the bandits. You've been trying to scrap with the bandits. A lot of drama's been happening with the bandits. We got into that, right? Because we did get interrupted a fair bit, but you did get into that, I believe, right?
Let's continue that conversation.
So, in short, this lovely, beautiful specimen right here, Rattle, just got unlawfully, and a lot of other people just like the bandits basically. This is still unconfirmed. I'm not going to say what, but they basically just dissolved,
Reformed.
reformed, or just like killed themselves and then brought themselves back, I guess, or they might have moved to a different thing. But it's, you know what I mean, man. It's like he just got removed from for no reason. All the people who we were buddies with just got he just got basically shafted for no reason. And the reason was, do you want to get into it? But it's basically, should we?
Go for it. Go for it.
So
Say it.
Rado was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with PvPManiac release. You told me you were just there for a little bit. Piffles saw that. Piffles got upset and removed him from the group and then got everybody to leave that chat he was in. For what reason? I don't know. You're not toxic. You're not trying to be rude or anything. All you do is just try
Oh,
and fight him in game, you
yeah.
know? You just bring everything
I
in game.
keep I keep everything in game. I never go IRL. I think I said that before in this interview. I stay
So,
civil. I'm not
exactly.
stupid enough to bring stuff into real life. Because people have shit in real life that they just want to keep secret from game. People come on games to
Have fun to get
get
away from
away
that.
from real life.
And the thing is, though, it's like if you're so salty and you're so pissy about getting farmed in a video game or getting made fun of in a video game that you dox somebody, that you post somebody's face, that you do anything like that,
Make accusations and
make
such.
accusations, exactly. I'm not going to get into specifics, but two of those things have happened to me multiple times. Like my face getting leaked, people trying threatening to leak my personal information, pedophile accusations, or like accusations against me in general.
I've never had any of that happen to me because I'm very secretive about myself.
The
As I
only
said before, I never used to talk back then.
Honestly, if you knew who I was back during 2020, 2021, I also wish I never talked back then.
No, I was just stupid enough to know that this game leads to getting doxxed and such.
Yeah. But
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
A lot of drama is happening currently involving IRL shit that I'm currently staying out of because
Do we
that
do
is
we talk about
not.
the? It involves the Raiders, correct?
It's
Do we talk
it's
about it or
mainly
do we move on?
we don't talk about like who the clans are. It's the members. It's not the clan. It's the members.
Yeah, because the thing is, though, it's like unless it's the clan leader himself doing it, it's not really the clan, you know.
Yeah, because I'd like to say I'm cool with Piff, dude. I don't shit talk him. I just want to fight him. That's it. That's server
Server.
crash.
Oh, he's talking about server. So the server crashers, Brittany, and those people. So, what are your
Oh,
opinions on them?
they're the
Say
worst
your
type of people in this
opinions
game.
to the community. Why do you view
I
that?
mean,
I partially
you,
agree with you. They're the most annoying dickheads that I have dealt with recently. Um,
I mean,
which is
you
why do
could
you
say
hate
I'm a
them?
hypocrite because I crashed the server once, but that was with the buddy. And I don't have a lag camp. I don't have a disconnect camp, just so people know. 'Cause I like building. That's the only reason why. I don't like them because why ruin the game for other people in that server?
It's like if you can't.
If you exactly if you can't fight, just stay out of the server, man. Just talk in area chat. That's my opinion on them. Maybe they're okay people, but I don't know. I'd rather shit to not happen in general. Ooh, keynote. Server crashing has had a huge impact on a lot of the drama going on lately. I'd like to say
Wait, have I been muted this the entire time?
yeah, so I've been talking.
Basically, what I was saying is they've been the most annoying fuckers I've ever dealt with. Um, I, if I ever do report it, I don't want to because that method that they have is linked
Mhm.
to a glitch that I benefit from. So if I report that, the glitch that I like will get fucked with, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
But it's just like, all they do is just trash talk. If you're just going to trash talk, yeah, some of them fight, but most of them just trash talk and then crash the lobby, you know? It's just annoying. They're just annoying to deal with, man. You just don't want to deal with them, you know? But it's,
Yeah, I get you on that. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with them. You just block them. I'd like to name names, it's like California and all them. Cali, she's never crashed my server. I have no problem with them. Brittany's crew has never crashed my server. 'Cause I don't make enemies like that I know that I don't want. 'Cause that shit, I like playing the game. I'd rather not get fucking crashed every 20 minutes or so.
I mean, everybody would like that, but it's just if they're gonna be an enemy, I'm not gonna say they are on my end at least officially. I might not like what you do, but I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? You guys are kind of annoying, yes, but I'm not gonna fucking do any bullshit. You know, it's
It's
just
like it's like North Korea and Russia shaking hands, bro.
exactly. No, they're like North Korea with their shitty little nukes. You know, they're an annoyance, but they're like not a like a
You can
big
deal
issue.
with
You
it.
know,
Exactly. It's empty threats, bro. Just empty threats.
and I'm not gonna get into because this is not the EXE interview. This is the PvPManiac interview. You know.
hmm
But it's fuck what we're talking about before server crashing because I know we're talking about something.
It's yeah, server crashing.
No, no,
Didn't
before that.
people like FS in them?
Yeah, that. So what do you think about UDW, the UDW clan? Because obviously you said you don't, because it was you're talking about the Blackwater
They
Bandits.
aight. They aight.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty good at the
They're
game.
just fighters. They're
They're
just
just like,
fighters.
and
That's
they are
it.
good at what they do. I'll give them that.
I like fighting them. I think I've ever only died to Carnage once. That's because I blue screened.
Yeah,
After that, no UDWs ever killed me.
this is going out there too, so they'll probably hear this.
That's fine with me. They can come and text me if I'm wrong. I do forget things though, so it's like the FS swag. The FS swag scenario. We were talking about FS, correct?
Yeah, FSS right now.
It the clan was okay before they turned into a bunch of scammy dickheads. Especially that one member. You know him as FS Swag, but he was doing stuff with like a girl that wasn't of age. So
Oh,
there goes
so
that
this
clan's
this I have
reputation.
heard a little bit about. I have never heard the full story. Can you give me the full story? Allegedly. Again, this is all alleged, or is it allegedly?
Think of think of Doctor Disrespect, bro.
Like
That's
Mark Duck?
basically what happened. Yeah, it's basically what happened.
No, Mark Duck wasn't children. It was like it was some
Older
fucked up
women.
shit, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
they're all older women.
Murdoch was just a manipulator. It's up to you.
So you have recently came back, and one of the teams you're in right now is E West, my group. What would be your opinions on that? Not to satiate my ego, but to just state the opinions of
Um,
all the recent groups out there.
it's like LeBron and Bronny, bro. They work together as a team.
Yeah. Right now, you are um, one of the highest members ranked up there, at least outside of Snowman. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. What do you think of your position so far? Do you want to do more? Do you want to do less? Do you really care, etc.?
Um, I think of it like it's like a team, bro. It's like teamwork. We all pitch in to do something.
Like
So
I'll
I'm
call
fine
you
with
like
that.
either PvP or like I'll let you
Yeah,
give some of my resources. You'll give me some of your resources. You know what I mean? And with you,
exactly. We all
you've
work
given me
for
a
each
lot
other.
of you give me a lot more connections with things with like some of the older player bases and stuff, which I thank you for obviously because some of this the stuff I've been doing recently would not be possible without you, man. Because obviously you have been like the biggest. They're one of the only people in my team who's been the most active with the purge thing I'm planning right now and the thing I'm working on right now. Which is why, and I'm going to air this out publicly, is if Yellow doesn't rematerialize and come back, I'm going to be making you my second in command fully. Just because you've been the most active so far, you've been doing the most. Um, that type of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
man?
yeah. I haven't been fighting any other name actually, which I should be doing for the US.
I mean, I don't force anybody to do anything, but it's just the thing is that we haven't really been doing many big battles for like with people like publicized that much, other than that one fight at Foshna. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah, that
That's
fight at
that's
Foshnut was fun.
it was
That
funny.
was a fun fight.
I want to do more stuff. Yes, it is kind of on my end because I am it. Everything revolves around me, but I've just been planning some stuff. I mean, there are some people who I can go against right now, but it's shit. When I try to join off them, they're just AFK at Florstein, man.
Yeah, that's what most people are saying. They don't play
I
during Foshnut. They just say, okay.
I mean, I could message a few people to get their fucking dicks hard and riled up.
It's kind of fucking gay, but you
Or at
know.
least there's one person like trash talking them and shit. At least there's one person who will take the bait. Some
Rambo?
people might know BOK artist that guy.
Oh, artist.
He's
Very
one of the
interesting
newer
person.
players. Do you know of him recently? Because he's a new guy.
Uh-huh.
What are
Yes, I
your
have.
opinions? State your opinions to the lovely listeners at home.
No damage.
And he's kind of I'm not going to get into specifics, but he's been the one making allegations against me.
The fucker could shoot me with a fucking dragon. I'll still survive that shit.
Yeah. Well, he's a stacker. He's a well-known stacker. I mean, everybody knows he's a stacker.
Oh, let's get into stacking. Let's get into
Stacking, yes.
stacking. That's a good
So,
conversation.
so with stacking, obviously the term stacking has been used to refer to many things. Do you prefer the old way of stacking, which was like stacking all the buffs, all that bullshit, or the new dickish way of stacking, where it's basically you just get another dupe set of armor with the exact same rows and the exact same skin, and you just press it in your inventory, and there you go. You now have 1,000 ER. Go jerk yourself off.
I don't get why people stack in this game. It's you don't die.
Especially right now too. Like this isn't like the plasma meta when like damage was crazy.
It's like Yeah, you're right. Plasma meta. You fucking get beamed by a fucking AAE plasma. You're fucking dead on the ground.
especially with the TSC too. I miss my baby. I miss my
Oof,
TSC plasma.
TSC.
I think I still have the ghost, but I really it was just a 2-star. I want her to come back, man. I'm still hoping for the day. It's probably never gonna happen, but I'm very optimistic with things that second and third star are gonna come back. You know what I mean, man?
You know, you can wish that all you want. It's never gonna happen, dude.
I know it's never gonna happen, but there's the 0.1% chance.
There's so many just legacies floating around, but they don't have the code to make it explosive.
Yeah, they get removed. A lot of people are still holding on to their ghost legacies just for the hope and the prayer that they come back. But with stacking, it's basically it's a cheese strat. It's gay as fuck.
Stacking is just not fun. People accuse me of stacking all the time.
Not fun. It's not really fun to use. It's definitely not fun to fight against. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. Just pops. All I gotta say is just pop more colas, bro. That's how you get tanky. It's not hard.
Yeah, but it's just like with stacking, it's like what is it? It's so dickish to fight against because the damage people don't do that much damage anymore right now.
Yeah, dude, if you stack right now, you really need that crutch that bad. I know a few stackers, but they stack for fun. They don't stack for content.
Or it's just stacked for the weight, I guess.
Sure, you could say that.
Because I think the only incentive to stacking is the extra weight you get. That's it. In my opinion, do not fucking crucify me on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it fucking sucks. I mean, you don't even need 1,000 ER anyways, man. Stop fucking stop trying to play on easy mode, man. Just get over it. But it's. So, is there anything else you'd like to get on about, or would you like to conclude this interview so far?
You're the interviewer. We haven't really gotten
I
far,
am
have
thinking.
we?
I'm thinking about something. I mean, we haven't gone collectively without cutting out the interruptions. I guess 40, 50 minutes. I
I don't
think.
think it's been that long.
Like it's been like split up between clips.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like 40
yeah.
minutes.
So
Yeah.
what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about this. A little bit more about Sandman and that type of thing. It's kind of what I've been thinking about. What was dealing with him like your time in ESS? What was ESS like as a group, as a clan?
Right, he's like the VEF, bro. Or he was
Also,
like the VEF. Yeah, there was like orders he had to do and stuff.
like now, like so they were like a full roleplay group. It wasn't like how I thought it was. I was like, oh yeah, they're just Enclave, but they're just themed. Hi, Roto.
They kind of were a roleplay group and a PvP group, but they were fucking awful at PvP. The only reason I joined was for the experience.
Their whole thing was like it ended up divulging its was it like a numbers game? Like they had the most people, and that's why like you know what I mean. It was like mostly just new people, kind of like with Talon
Yeah,
Company at the time.
Talent Company. That's a oh, that reminds me of so many memories, man. Farming them with my fucking Tesla.
Want to get into it or not?
There's really not much to say, man. They're all gone.
I mean, what's his name? Hanagram still plays.
Yeah, but he doesn't fight. Anagram's he's
I've
just
fought him a few
himself.
times. He sucks.
Exactly. It's like I can remake all these old clans, but there's no one
You
good
just don't
enough
feel
to
like it.
join.
But it's also like, should we even go through the effort of training new people?
I would never train new people
I
because new
probably
people.
wouldn't too.
It's like trying to train a dog, an old dog. They just don't learn new tricks.
'Cause, like you can tell them on the PvP, but like the mindset they have doesn't leave mostly.
Yeah. You know, I actually did get farmed by Sadman once, actually.
Not really. I think that's on video, right? I think it was like a train
Yeah,
yard or something.
yeah, it is on video. No, it was not. Yeah, it was the train yard, actually. I was fighting with Shiro, the person that got me into PvP. I was fighting alongside him, and man, we low-key got farmed, bro.
They're probably fun
Famous
times.
quote. A famous quote. It was one against how many? That's what Sandman says
Yeah, I
when he
remember that
fucking.
video too. Yeah, because I was kind of a fanboy back then. I was always watching his videos and shit.
It was, dude, that Tesla of his, man, the quad 25. Man, fucking back then when no one had leather, it's horrible.
It was horrible. Yeah. I mean, what sucks is like metas like that can't really exist anymore because what is it? Because of
They
the hardware we have
the
now. You know,
assassin buff,
the
the
Assassin's Buff and
assassin
also,
buff ruined everything.
but also just because like it was like a kind of a glitch, I guess, on PS4. You know.
Yeah, Sentinel. I like how Sentinel got nerfed though. Instead of the outright 15%, it's 75.
I think it.
75% chance.
I think Assassin should get nerfed, like maybe 10%. You know.
Yeah, 10% would be fucking perfect, dude. People would actually die in this meta.
It would, yeah.
That's not safe to say that I'm not cooking up videos though. I just don't release them.
Yeah, but it's also what is it? It's just like it, it, it's
It's the
it's
same
it's it's
people
it's
over and over.
it's a smorgasbord right now, you know, with shit in a bad way. It's,
Exactly, I agree with that statement, bro. It's just so fucking boring.
it's
I'm
just,
thinking about leaving actually again and then coming back in like a couple months like I did last time.
but it could get better though, you know.
Oh, if we say that, then it doesn't happen.
I'm just saying, but it's with
You want my
ESA,
autograph while I'm here?
showing his autograph. Yeah, but yeah, send him a message. What do you mean, like Sandman made you do like missions and shit? Like what the like fucking you gotta patrol the fucking White Springs area or some shit like that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean
No,
by
no,
that?
like daily quotas of killing people, bro. Like,
I mean,
oh, kill this many people and all that.
that doesn't sound that bad in my opinion.
Oh, you gotta
But
play every day if you're gonna do that
it was
bullshit.
annoying. I don't know about daily, maybe like weekly, you know.
Yeah, right? I wish.
Maybe like what was it for like if you don't send your daily quota right now you're kicked? Was it like that
No,
or
you
was
get
it
a
like
warning.
you know warning?
It's 3 warnings. Because he wanted his group known. And they were known for the wrong reasons. Being fucking horrible.
But it's also he was a big YouTuber at the time, you know. So I guess he was really motivated by I guess clout. I mean, I thought he was. I don't know. He wasn't monetized. I think back then, right? Though.
He's still not monetized now.
I
Look
think
at his
he.
fucking views.
Yeah.
26 views a video?
Well, nowadays, yeah, but like the old ones are like
Oh,
100K,
he's
40K, 10K,
yeah.
you know. He knew where his audience. Like he said in when his "I'm quitting" video, it's like if you're not here to
He knew
follow,
his
just leave.
audience.
And a lot of people did leave, you know. I mean, in like the re-upload follow videos he does now, it's like they get slightly more views than the other ones, you know.
Yeah, he gets like a grand or two, and the other ones he gets like 20 views, bro. It's very insane, like how the king has fallen.
It's just recycled content, you know. Most people don't want him to come back. I wouldn't mind him showing up. You know what I mean, man? Like once a
Doing
month.
what? Fucking running down White Springs, getting farmed once again. Yo, Don, burn him.
That's unheard of. All right, so I'm gonna conclude this interview. But
Of
it's been
course.
a pleasure having you as always. It's been good having you. I'm gonna do the obligatory plug. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. As always, if you are looking to get into to follow and looking for a clan to join, EUS remains open. Send me a friend request. Message me anything. My Discord is EXC no fear, no caps, no nothing. Um, that's all. Do you have any last words of wisdom you'd like to give to the audience?
I'm still waiting on the 1v1 from Piffles.
All right, that's been all. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.